Welcome back to video 2 of the Warrior's Refuge. Today we're going to start working on the carving, and I told y'all we were going to be doing some use with the routers, but we're also going back a little bit old school. We're going to start out today with some hand tooling. So stick around, I'll show you what we're going to start with. Alright, today you're getting what I call a bonus video, and that means that you don't have to look at my ugly mug. So what we're going to do, we're going to start back with some hand chisels and some razor knives and hammer and sanding block to keep my chisel sharp. We're going to go back old school, and we're going to chisel out the stars. And I'm going to start out with a 1/4 inch wide wood chisel, and I'm just going to set it into the point, let it feel and find the slot, and then just going to single tap. Going to do this all the way around. All we're basically doing is breaking the edges of the fibers of the wood to make it easy to remove them. If you would picture wood's a fibrous material, and if you would just picture it like a clump of straws in your hand. And that's how the fibers of wood look like. They're just long, stringy grains, and they're hollow, and they run a long ways. So if you took a group of straws and gripped them in your hand like that, and you look down on them, that's what you would be doing, looking down the wood. You'd be looking down the open grain. And so what you want to do is you just want to shear those little fibers, and then we'll come back with we'll use the chisel, but we'll also use the razor knives, and we'll continue breaking those down further to clean out the carving. And this also gives you the opportunity to kind of familiarize yourself with what sections of the board are soft and what aren't. Like I know right here and here, so through this grain right in through here, I know this is going to be soft, whereas this area right in through here, believe it or not, coming across this grain was a little bit tougher, but going with that grain, it's pretty soft. So, take another tap on that one, right? Okay. So I'm going to continue laying out and getting these prepped. And rather than bore y'all with listening to me tap and tap and tap, I'm going to go ahead and speed the camera up, put on some music for y'all, and I will be back when I start cleaning it up. All right, I've got the chiseling done around all the stars. So when I come back, we're going to start digging it all out, and we'll work on the depth. I may have to take the chisel and go a little bit deeper, but I want to get them a little deeper than just a touch. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start working out and cleaning up some of the inside of the stars. I'll be using the 2 different razor blades and this chisel and my sanding block. And what I want to do, you saw me earlier in the film, but all I want to do is I want to just kind of break the back side of it. Kind of replicate the angle. Just give me a little sharp point. I want to feel it. There we go. Now, ideally, I would put this on my granite block and sand it with that, but I'm not going for a actual smooth finish. I'm just wanting to chip this out, so I'm not really that concerned about getting the burr exactly like I need on the bottom of my chisel. So anyway, I'm going to start going. Get you right there. I'm going to go with the grain, so the grain runs left to right or right to left, depending on which way you want to look at it. But I don't want to go across any more than I have to. But so I'll just start at the point, and I'll just start pushing in, and just kind of wiggle it a little bit, and then you can see it start flaking up. And when it does, I just flake it up and get it out of the way. Then I'll come back over here and do the same thing. Okay. Do the same thing right there. And what that did, because we went in and pre-marked, prescribed and broke the fibers, it makes it a whole lot easier to get us a nice smooth sharp surface right there on the joint. Okay, so there we go. All right, I'm going to come back from this side and come into this shoulder here and square it up. And that's all you want to do, just get it to where you can flick that little piece up. Okay. All right. And because I work alone in my shop, I have to be extra vigilant about safety procedures and whatnot. So you'll notice that I do keep my hands away from the sharp edges as best I can. And I am wearing my safety glasses. And that's just drilled into me after 40 years of working in a machine shop and in the chemical plants and whatnot. You have to be safe. All right, that one's closer to what I'm looking for, but still want to go just a little bit deeper, so we'll come back and dress these all up here in just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the second video. That gives you an idea of what I'm gonna do as far as getting the stars chiseled out and engraved and getting them completed. It's going to be a little time consuming, but I'd rather do it this way. That way we have much better looking stars. I could do it with a router. I've done them with a router lots of times before, but to get really nice, good, sharp points on the stars, this is how I want to do them. So it's going to take a little bit longer, but I've got some appointments I have to get to this afternoon, so I'm not going to be able to give it a full day's attention, but I will get them knocked out. And then when I proceed on and get to doing some of the routering on the carvings, I'll come back with another video. So again, I want to thank everyone who's followed me along this way. I appreciate the compliments and comments. And again, I want to encourage you, if you would, visit thewarriorsrefuge.us and take a look at their website. See what they're doing. And if you can find it in your heart to make a donation to them, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're not in this area, reach out and help some vets in your area. God bless our vets. I love each and every one of them. So thanks a bunch. Hug your family and friends. Tell them you love them. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.